I've seen so many times people complaining about companies changing their logos and rebranding themselves all the time. Sometimes I think these complaints are pretty reasonable, but other times it just makes no sense and it may just be built up upon misinformation. Let's use a real life example. The Firefox logo. I've seen many people complaining they removed the fox from the Firefox logo, but this isn't even it. The fox still exists, and that logo is to represent Firefox and everything surrounding it. Companies like Firefox have been changing up their logos primarily because of the new era created by a tool like no other, the Internet. The Internet, as well as technology, comes with lots of things that company logos were never accommodated for. They were often very complicated, making them hard to see on small screens, and they also had lots of colors, making them not very adaptable. Even though Firefox has only existed after the internet, logos were still really realistic and detailed back then to help ease users into this new world of digital stuff. What they did is they essentially just related digital things to real stuff. Like in the Notes app on an iPhone, they make the notes look like real paper, like an actual note. So a person can understand that this is to write notes. Or like the Calculator app, it looks like a real calculator to understand that this is a calculator. I've used a calculator before, so it shouldn't be too difficult. This is called skeuomorphism. Skeuomorphism stopped becoming popular as the internet aged. A lot of companies decided to switch to a newer, flatter design style known as cyber minimalism. Because it is the new thing, it's what all the popular people are doing, and it seems to work. So why not with these other companies too? Companies never needed anything like the internet in the past. Well, they never had it. And since nobody was looking at screens all the time, most logos stayed in one place, and that is on company buildings like headquarters as well as their advertisements, sometimes on TV or on paper. Nowadays, there are so many places for companies to stick their logos to the point where it only makes sense to simplify the logo and its design language. Small things like those go a long way for making your brand easily recognizable in the modern day. Brands also tend to match a specific color when necessary. So no matter how far you are, you can still recognize the logo. Like, for example, the Flipa logo. It associates itself with the color blue. Or Firefox, it associates itself with the color blue and orange, and a little bit of purple, I guess. All of these logo redesigns just come to making their logos easier to see, remember, and interact with in the modern day. When executed properly, this transition from the old logo to the new can be straight up seamless.